So I know this is like a million years too late and everyone's already seen it, but yeah, here's my Deadpool review. It's Virus Rico. Right off the bat, Deadpool was great. Everything we worried about didn't come true. It was everything we hoped for, everything we wanted, and we got an authentic Deadpool movie. Now, we haven't. This performance by Ryan Reynolds is just spot on. We from the trailers we already knew that Ryan Reynolds is Deadpool. Like you couldn't have cast a better actor, and everything he does, from every notion, from every body language, from every joke, his tone, his attitude, even like a few serious parts, like he is just the embodiment of Deadpool, and it's amazing. And he just fits a great performance. And let's be real, that's what the movie rides on. It was a simple origin story that introduces Deadpool. It kind of gets a general audience to understand what all his like attitude is, his fourth wallness, his craziness, his over the top action, and they did everything. They did all of that in the movie. Now, just the aspects of the movie, great performances, of course. It was really funny, and I was afraid some of these jokes were gonna fall flat. And in the trailers, you saw them switching up in a few of the trailers, some of the jokes, but all of them really are fine. There's nothing, even the jokes that are not maybe punchlines, right? Not the best home runs. They still never feel awkward, and that's what I'm so happy about. Nothing ever feels forced or awkward. The jokes just come out, and even if they're not like laugh out loud, right? You still have a smirk, and you're still like, oh, that's within the Deadpool persona. It's consistent. They keep on putting him out, but it just keeps the like tone perfect. The tone is perfect, and then Deadpool on top of that. Every time he breaks the fourth wall to make one of these jokes, it's just phenomenal. Like they use it to a point where it's not too much. He'll talk to the audience a little bit, but when they use it, sometimes it's creative and it's just fun. And a lot of the references are really great. They talk about a lot of the more expanded universe, the X-Men and everybody else who's in there. They make a lot of, don't want to spoil anything, but they make a few funny jokes towards like a lot of the other X-Men and even some of the remarking on like the X-Men that are in it. On top of that, like the actual story, while simple, it did its job well. I like that it was non-sequential. Not gonna, I don't want to spoil too much of like how it was, but the way it did it, it wasn't boring. It wasn't like here's a bunch of origin. Now let me just try to like show off his powers for the last bit. They moved it around so you're never bored, and especially, and it was just interesting, and it was simple, but even like the origin scenes where you see how he's getting his power and everything he had to go through, it was really entertaining, it was really fun, and you actually kind of felt for him. You felt some tense scenes, you're like, damn, like, that's pretty hardcore. On top of that, the supporting cast was fine. The makeup was spot on. The costume couldn't have been better. Like you see the costume, you're like, yep, Deadpool. It's over. It's ready. Make sure you stay tuned for post-credit scenes. They're amazing. The villain, even though that's a complaint a lot of people are having, that he's bland and everything, that he was the perfect is the best way to say it. He's the perfect bland character. He did his job. He set up great fights, and at the end of the day, he doesn't matter. If he's gone or whatever, he doesn't matter. He doesn't take away from the point of the movie, which was just to introduce Deadpool, to reintroduce the universe. And for some movies, yeah, it's kind of a shame when you have a bland villain. But here, like, he was just a funny compliment to Deadpool's wackiness when he was just so serious. And you're not gonna remember his name, but it's fine. On top of that, one thing I really want to remark on was the choreography and the fight scenes were actually really well done. I thought a lot of it was just going to come down to comedic action, where it's just like, silly props going around, or like silly fun action, where it's never actually like that entertaining. It's just like funny for the first time. But it was surprisingly well done. You see Deadpool using his guns, his katanas, in a lot of different ways. All his flips and kicks and jumps, and even some of the X-Men fights, like, they were really well done. They weren't choreographed, and it's not anything to look down upon on Deadpool for being a comedy superhero movie. They actually do have great fight scenes. Maybe not as much as like an Avengers movie, but they're really well done, and they're fun to watch, and it will help the replayability of the movie. The one or two like little minor complaints is few of the supporting cast, especially like Deadpool's best friend, he could have been used a little bit more. I feel it wasn't that important, but and even his the blind lady, he lives with. A few of them, like I felt like weren't in the movie as much as I expected, which kind of hops on to like the movie was kind of shortish, but it got everything completed it had to, and I can't complain that it's really short. It's just like maybe, especially for the next ones, it could be a little bit longer, which it probably will be with the bigger budget and with more characters and a lot of other things and rumors going around. But Deadpool as a franchise has so much potential. It hit the core audience, and it was even more like spread wide as I thought. If you brought like a girlfriend or something to the movie, they would have enjoyed it. Of course, not really like a family movie, but it was amazing. It was fun. It has so much potential. Deadpool, even if just having cameos, now that we know who he is, like the general audience know who he is, he has so much potential in a larger cameos and just a lot. Hopefully one day to Marvel or Disney, but like in the Fox universe, he's gonna do well. On top of that, everything fights were well done. It was bloody and like hit that R rating with a lot of the cursing, sexual scenes enough to the point where it was good, but it was never too over the top. Not like over the top to the point where it's Deadpool over the top, but never where they're just doing it for just to say like, hey, we're an R movie. It never felt forced. But overall, that's my Deadpool review. Great movie. A few minor complaints. It doesn't change the superhero genre. It's just another great character, great origin, and I think the sequels will just keep on getting better and better because that's where it is. It's not one of those movies where it's stagnant and you like hit your best at the origin. No, not at all. You introduced them well. You had fun movie, and it's just going to get better and better. And I just think this is a great movie. Everyone should see it. I would give it probably 8 out of 10 for being just a great movie, a lot of fun. Few things could be better, but overall, loved it. Everyone, go see it, enjoy it. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and have a great day, guys. Also, real quick, so the soundtrack was amazing. All the songs hit on point, and yeah, they'll stay in your head for like the rest of the day, your life, whatever. But yeah, the soundtrack's amazing as well.